got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave that the boot. Bye-bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? I've been this way since school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues. Let's go.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Klein. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
1st down, here's White. And fights through one man. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Klein. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive starts with a run by White. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Zamir White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why? Because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all of that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running left, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll run with Hall, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Bronco.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. 2nd and 5. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10. Going right side is White. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Klein. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
Down inside the 40. When you talk about this Jets defense,
they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 14, Jets 7.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Klein. And this is caught. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
White. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Klein. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Zamir White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
65
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 9 now. Throws right side, and that's complete.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one, and leads to a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Jets at 2-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
Nifty move. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
37 yards.
and the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Klein. Over the middle to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Klein.
Here's White. They set up the screen. He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that they screened in a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback. That's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll go up the middle with White. Oh, look at the juke.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Klein. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quentin Williams. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Klein. And that will be incomplete.
So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point.
Fielded at the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Garrett Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60. Take up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Go. Ready.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Cowboy 80. Set up.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. They'll try to run this one in.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Klein. This is White on the screen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. Shelling through the defense. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Klein. Pass taken in. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Off the play fake. Klein. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Gets this one to Hill. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a dump off to White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Klein. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Drake Jackson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And his kick is indeed good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They stay on the ground with White.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein.
That is caught.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Zamir White
from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one deep for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Operating from the gun, Klein. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's White.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Klein. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Klein.
And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the end.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's loose again.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
64 yards.
And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Gets the check down throw to White.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Short throw to Smith. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Warrior 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come 19, come 19. Take go.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Go. 79 Bronco.
He'll look to throw.
Finds White.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you're at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defense.
Here we go again.